What is up, ladies and gents? Welcome to this week's Square Gamers podcast, where two average dudes talk video games. And I'm your host, I'm Legendary Mike. And today, as always, we got Pedro Mirabal. What is up, Pedro?
What's going on, man?
Bro, do you not know they started the award show with handing Kojima the Industry Icon Award? Did you know that?
No, I'm not watching the awards. I thought they were on it now.
Bro, well, they gave him the Industry Icon Award. So, they basically...
It's like for exemplary, it's like a career achievement thing.
Yeah, he deserves it, bro. He fucking deserves that shit. I'm kind of glad they started off the show on a good note. Hopefully it stays that way.
Pokemon Go won an award, I guess, it's from what I see.
Yeah, I was watching it a few minutes ago. I watched the starting of the show. But it's we'll see. I have a couple people I watch that stream shit. They're actually like streaming it now, so I'll be able to go back and watch it all, like not live, but watch the live show, which would be cool. But
fast.
There's not much going on this week, guys. It's basically in the dead of the season, the few weeks in between the holiday seasons, or Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and Christmas. But we do have a couple cool things we want to talk about. First thing, Titanfall 2, guys. Pedro and I, we're really passionate about this game. We love this game, so we have to talk about this because Titanfall 2 is releasing their first free DLC. Now, for people who pre-order the game, they get it yesterday. They got the actual open Angel City yesterday. You can go on and download the update now, but you won't have access to it to the 3rd unless you pre-order the game. Now, the cool thing about this, guys, is if you do not have the actual game, you can go right now onto PlayStation Network or Xbox Live and download the game and play it free this weekend leading up to the DLC complete launch. Now, we're going to get into what the DLC pertains and what it has in it as content-wise. And we'll go right into the actual map. Now, if you guys remember, the Angel City map was probably the coolest map in Titanfall 1. It was the city map where you had one side that had the like tank hangar, and then you had the others on the total opposite side. You had the big tall buildings. So it was kind of weird shaped map, and I didn't have too much as far as like running lines because of all the buildings. You had alleyways, you had all this cool shit. That map is completely remastered and in Titanfall 2. Pedro, did you like that map as much as I did?
I thought it was alright.
Map that is, right? Did you get to look at the footage that everyone's putting out?
Yeah.
I think it looks fantastic, bro. They did a good job.
I thought it was alright. They did a good job with it.
I want to get my hands on it. I want to see how it is, but we're gonna have to wait until I think for Saturday.
Yeah, because we didn't pre-order the game. So
yeah, we didn't pre-order the game. They're adding a new pistol, Wingman Elite pistol. There's not too much information on it. I haven't got to mess with it yet. Now, they also adding a bunch of new Titan kits or a bunch of new Titan abilities. Ion, which is the basic Titan, which is probably the best Titan in the game right now. It does its job very well. They added a new refraction lens. The Splinter rifle splits 5 ways, which would be really cool and interesting to see how it works out. Scorch, which flame core, ignites the ground, leaving thermite in its wake. They changed some of that and added another feature to that. They're not talking about it too much yet. North Star got threat optics. Now basically, enemies are now highlighted and zoomed in, which is super cool because the hardest part about North Star was being so high up. It was kind of hard to see some of the pilots down below you. Tone, burst loader. Isn't Tone's the one you use, right, Pedro?
Yeah.
Now, they're allowing the 40 millimeter to store up to 3 shots to burst fire. How does that affect? How does that affect the gameplay? Like the actual Tones gameplay? Does it make him more salty, or does it make him a little more powerful?
It's definitely gonna make it more powerful. Anytime you add more, the ability to shoot more bullets, it's gonna make it more powerful. Probably more used now.
Is
He's
that what
gonna
he
be a
was
more
lacking?
usable character.
Is
Um, no, I really don't think the tone was lacking much. To be honest with you, I think that it was a pretty a pretty good jack of all trades Titan, but a lot of people seem to like the one with the sword.
Oh
So
yeah, which is my favorite. We'll get into him for a second. Legion now has a new ability called Hidden Compartment. Now Power Shot has 2 charges. I never used Legion. Legion is completely counterintuitive to my playstyle. I don't prefer him. Now Ronin, probably the coolest Titan in mechanic wise. How you use him. Uh, he's in the wrong, in the right hands. He's really good, but it takes a while to get good with him because of his mechanics, guys. If you don't know, he is a melee based Titan. He has a shotgun with very minimal range, probably medium range at best, and then a sword. Now he gets a new ability called Phase Reflex. When Doom Ronin phases out of danger, that's fucking crazy. That's basically a second life or a second try, basically, almost like a rewind. Pilot. What is it called? Burn card or boost. Now they're also talking about game mode twist, changing up the game modes and kind of like event-ish, like to where it's basically not always, but you run into a game and the game will be a twisted mode. Basically, things are a little bit differently. Double XP weekend. This weekend will be double XP. Um, Coolest thing, Pedro, top network recognition. Yeah, it's pretty cool that they're pushing this network thing they got going on in Titanfall right now, where basically you can create a network and people can join your network, and all those people could play together. It's kind of like you pick your community basically, and then social giveaways. Now, as a first DLC, what are you thinking, Pedro? Do you feel like it's enough to pull people into the game coming into it this weekend for free?
I don't think it's enough to pull people into the game. It really doesn't add any other modes. It just adds that new map, which is cool. It gives you some well needed tweaks to the game, but it doesn't bring people in. It's a good. It adds more value to the game when people bought it on sale for Black Friday, and then the next week they're adding a new map. That's always something nice, but it's not gonna people who own the game, let's say own the game, and then just put it away to play something else. I'm not I'm not in a rush to come back and play it for a new map.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. I find it interesting. I truly like the Titan abilities. I want to check that out. Some of the Titans felt lackluster to me. Granted, I'm a very particular player when it comes to mechanics and actually how I decide to kill people in that game. So
Yeah.
I'm interested in to see that. Now, it being free DLC, I really love the fact that it's free.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. That's the coolest thing about it. But they're talking about adding cosmetics, skins, executions, etc., for a modest price. Now, how do we feel about this?
Dev's got to make his money somehow.
Okay. So, guys, I'm on the same page too.
You know what I mean?
The DLC, the actual game DLC, the actual maps and all the other stuff is all free, which is a great thing for the simple reason that people who don't like buying DLC don't have to buy it for this game. So the actual community isn't separated between people who are diehard fans and people who just hop on once or twice a week and play and don't want to spend money on DLC. So this is really good. Another thing I want to point out, guys, which is important to me, no loot boxes, so no RNG. Now that is one of my biggest concerns because I just recently bought Overwatch, and okay, I was like, okay, let me try something out. Let me buy $5 worth of loot boxes and see what I get. I got complete trash. I got one skin out of 5 boxes. So we're talking 5 items per box. I got 20. I got one skin out of 25 items. That's just trash. I rather just buy the skin I want with cash. Like, I want that fucking skin. Let me buy that skin. No, that's not in Overwatch. So I'm kind of glad they're listening to other communities complaining about this RNG loot box stuff and actually not doing that, which is cool. In my opinion, I like that they're doing that.
They'll probably make more money off of that stuff than they would selling, map packs and shit like that.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, because if you look at, a lot of the free to play games, like League of Legends, they make their money. They make millions on just selling, freaking customizable skins and. And cosmetic stuff. They make millions on selling those kind of things. So it's good to see them implementing something like that without adding the RNG factor. Now,
quick update on the Game Awards. Very interesting turn of events. Best art direction and best independent game has gone to Inside. You think they make the sweep and get Game of the Year?
Then no, this is really touchy for me, for the simple reason that I look at when I look at a game, I look at the full package. Like, for instance, like Overwatch.
Oh, even better news. I'm sorry, golly.
Go ahead.
Guardians of the Galaxy, a Telltale game, just announced.
Really?
Sorry. Just figured I'd throw that out there.
Well, guys, you heard it first on the fucking podcast, motherfuckers. That's actually pretty cool. Guardians of the Galaxy, Telltale. Now, speaking of Telltale, didn't you just finish on the Batman series?
No. That was episode 4. That was a great episode. The Joker was in it. I'm not going to say anything else. Just letting you guys know.
Shit.
You fucking need to play the game. It's just the story of the origin of the Batman and how it ties in to everything, and how you kind of have to choose what villain you want to fight, whether it be the Penguin or Two-Face. It's wild. I like it a lot.
Yes, guys. Yeah, he's been trying to get people in the community to get this game. So I think I'm going to get it. Just hearing that freaking Joker's in this episode, that's kind of cool. I'm not the biggest Batman fan, but Joker has always been a pull for me in a Batman movie, etc., etc. Pedro.
Yeah, man, you get to make some interesting decisions with the Joker. So it's
You play as the Joker?
No, I can't tell you.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Just leave it at that.
I can't tell you.
Okay. Because if you would have made that, you get to play as Joker, I would fucking boot up the PS4 right now and download that shit.
Nah, but that'd be dope if you could.
All right, guys. Since there's not much going on, Pedro and I are gonna do a little bit of what's the word I'm for? Predicting. Now, if history repeats itself, Pedro will get the predictions right. But we're gonna discuss this. What game this December is gonna sell the most copies? Now, I'm gonna be clear with this. We're talking sales from start of December to the end of December. Nothing else. Okay, Pedro, what are you thinking right now? What games are leading your charge right now in your mind as you think about
Guardian,
this?
Man, that's gonna own the month. Last Guardian will own the month of December, with probably Final Fantasy right after it.
You think so?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, and that actually, I wasn't expecting fucking Last Guardian to be your game, because I mean, I I
Oh
want to buy
shit.
it. I want to buy it, but I also don't want to buy it because this is another one of those games to me that's been overhyped, and I've lost interest in the game. But
I mean, everything I've heard about Final Fantasy was good. I think The Last Guardian is gonna be dope. They just showed a pretty dope trailer for it in on the Game Awards. So
I'm gonna go check that out. But believe it or not, I was actually gonna say Final Fantasy 15 will take December. Only for the simple reason that the fanboys are going wild for it, and the people who are on the fence are going to be buying it this Christmas. Only for the simple reason that people have been hungry for an actual true Final Fantasy game. In my opinion, I don't think there's been a good Final Fantasy since Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy 13 lost me, and the Eunice story, I want to say X2 lost me. So I'm looking forward to actually getting my hands on this game. But guys, we're just so you guys know, this month we have Super Mario Run coming out for iOS. Pedro, you were super ecstatic about this when this was announced. What do you think? Do you think this is going to be a solid iOS phone coming out on the 15th of December?
By the way, quick note: best action game was Doom.
Good.
That came out of nowhere.
Because I mean, it's
Super
$10.
Mario Run, Super Mario Run, man. $10 game. Starts off as free. You want to unlock it all. $10. You buy it for your kid. Kid plays it all of month of December. Oh man, that might good. Well, they don't count mobile games and sales, but that might be the low key winner. To be honest with you.
Well, yeah, I mean, because it's iOS and it's Mario, so I mean, I can see people spending the $10 on it. Granted, like you said, it won't be included in the actual game
NPD,
sales.
yeah.
NPDs. Which, just so you guys know, I'll give you a quick rundown. November's numbers aren't out yet. They probably won't be out for another couple days. But October, I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown. Believe it or not, Mafia 3 was one of the top 3 games, Pedro. And
yeah, man, Mafia. I told you Mafia was a low key beast of a game, man.
I'm bringing that up for the simple reason that for the listeners, we call this. You called this what, 4 weeks ago?
Yeah, the price of it during the holiday season was a little bit too high for a game that it sold relatively well but got mixed reviews. It was still $35-$40 on sale. I was hoping to see it get down to 30. I would have pulled the trigger, but
So number one game was Battlefield 1. Follow behind that, Mafia 3. I still haven't played Mafia 3. I gotta play it now. You played it. You enjoyed somewhat of it. You had your complaints. Gears of War 4 was number 3, Pedro. Are you excited for that, bro? I mean, that's ridiculous. Gears of War 4.
Gears of War 4 being number 3 is super impressive because it's a franchise that everybody thought was dead.
Yep.
That shouldn't be they shouldn't continue it, and for it to be number 3 and to get the reviews it got was great for Microsoft. I think they did a great job marketing wise with it as well. Can't wait to see how the series continues.
And then rounding off the top 5, guys, just so you guys know, FIFA 17 was 4, and NBA 2K17 was 5. You played NBA 2K17, didn't you, Pedro?
2K17, dope game. I mean, it's hard not to see it in the top 5. I mean, it did come out that month, so.
Yeah, and then at the end off the top 10, which I'm extremely surprised that Titanfall even made it there, bro. But we have Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim Remastered. That was 6. Yeah. WWE 2K17 number 7, which it's justifiable. I can understand that. Civilization, and then Titanfall 2 at 9, and Madden NFL 17 at 10. So we're talking Call of Duty's not even on the fucking top 10 list, bro. Do you know how happy I am for that?
Well, Call of Duty didn't come out in October though, so those numbers will be in this.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. But I'm sorry, guys. I'm not a Call of Duty hater. I'm glad that people are enjoying the other games. Other games, correct. But I think that's about what we got this week, guys. Just so you guys know, Overwatch was like $30 last week, and Overwatch will be going on sale again here next couple weeks. Make sure you guys check that out. I copped it the 2 weeks, week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, and actually extremely impressed. It's one of those pickup shooters you can just pick up and play and drop it, and not feel bad because you're not investing time in it. But I think that's about all we got, Pedro. Is there anything else you want to plug in, my man?
I mean, that's it. We'll be on Destiny playing the Rise of Iron all weekend probably.
And that's another thing I do want to say, guys. Believe it or not, Destiny is 3 years old now, and that game is still a blast. And the Destiny collection is still on sale for $35. So guys, make sure you check that out on PSN. I don't know what it is on Xbox One. On Xbox One Live,
it's also $35. If you guys can catch it on Target when they do the 15% off everything sale again, I would definitely take a look at that. Super excited. Probably gonna cop a 4K TV before the end of the year. So stick around on that. I've been doing a little bit of research. Quick note: if you guys are going 4K, go Sony or go LG. I will probably be buying a Sony 800 series television for around $800.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, it'll be a 55-inch 4K. So
yeah, and I'm actually still looking for the monitor too. So I should be rolling in 4K res too, since I got the upgraded on the PS4 Slim, which is probably the best extra $30 I've ever spent. But guys, make sure you go to all our social media links. They'll be down in the description. They'll be down in the little box under the podcast. Click the links. They're going to all be there. And be sure to check out our YouTube channel. We got some pretty crazy stuff going on. I'm probably gonna do some Destiny recording here soon, just so you guys can re-energize. Because if you do have Destiny, you're looking in for a game you can sink some time in it and enjoy, make sure you check that out, because the game is actually a lot of fun. And still a lot of fun, granted, it's going on 3 years old. But guys, this has been Square Gamers, and we will see you next week. Peace out.
Peace.